Hello everybody, it is live stream Joe is Hungry time once again, my 8 p.m. Saturday night live stream. How's everybody doing tonight? Do I have good audio? Am I 5x5? That's mostly what I like to check first. I want to make sure everything is working correctly before we get started. I have a couple of things to do today. Somebody sent me something in the mail. We're going to open that up a little later on, and we are doing a online food review today. Gonna wait about a few minutes before we start that to make sure everybody comes in. It's been a week this week. I only got one video off, mainly because there wasn't that much out there to do. I ended up going to Domino's and doing their loaded chicken nuggets. I mean, they're chicken nuggets. They appear to be mostly white meat. I got through that. The video itself, I didn't have any terrible things happen. I didn't misspeak. A couple of videos back, I won't tell you which one it is because then you go and look for it and see it. But my hair was standing straight up. Looked like I had a bird nest on the top of my head. That kind of stuff just irritates me to no end, especially when I'm editing, and the only way to fix that would be to reshoot the entire video in its entirety, and we're not going to do that. Hello everybody. Apparently everything's working good. Last week I had a little issue with the video card because I use a cheap video card for my main camera when I bought on Amazon for $20 because the $200 Elgato to my eye just didn't look right. It made me look kind of faded, and I never could get that right. So I use that for my scale camera right now. So that's what we're doing. Like I say, we're going to be doing Subway in just a few minutes. We're going to be weighing it. I just went over there and got it. It's still hot. And we'll see how that goes. But it's been a week. I got that done. The hardest part about this last video was the chicken nuggets wanted to fall all over the place. They were really oily and really greasy, and I got them everywhere. It was a nightmare to shoot that thing. I had a lot of problems with that. It took me forever to clean the table up and everything after that because I had it everywhere. And you'd bring the package up to the camera, and they would literally fall all everywhere. It was just drove me insane. Yeah, that was a problem. I had a bit of an education this week, and this is food related. Gas station food. Unless they're a really high-end gas station, I would probably still steer clear of it. I went to a Speedway. You know, we got a house over in Athens. We're actually going to sell it. We had to go meet some people over there, and I had to bring my wife with me. And of course, she wanted a breakfast snack. I had an egg before I left. I don't eat that much food. I try not to anyway. So we stopped at a Speedway up halfway to Athens. Everybody's heard of Speedways. And I had to get her something. I wish I would have just told her no and stop at a real restaurant and pick her up something for breakfast. But no. Had to go in there and get these little wraps, these breakfast wraps. And I'm like, okay. You can't go up to the counter. You got to go up and go on the computer and tell them what you want. And then it rings a bell, and then they scramble around and put one together for you. We got a bacon, egg, and cheese wrap that I took a couple of bites just to see what it was like. And it was another day at the house where I couldn't leave. We'll just leave it at that. I got a big education. Okay, here, I didn't know that when they make scrambled eggs in some of these places, and Subway does it. I didn't even know Subway did it. These eggs were already scrambled, cooked, and frozen. So all they do is they walk up to the freezer, dip them out a handful, plunk it in a box, and drop it in the microwave, and those are your eggs. That is so sad. I mean, they had flat tops and everything. They weren't busy. And you know, if you saw the food, you would understand why. That's just disgusting. And then the bacon, who knows when they cook the bacon, but bacon's kind of hard to hurt. And then they put this whole menagerie together and then put it in like a George Foreman and put burn marks on it, and it's all yours. Wonderful. Wonderful. Gas station food. That's why I was kind of hesitant about doing crispy, crunchy chicken, because that's gas station food. And this was no different. This had separate employees in the back doing the gas station food. And believe me, the truck drivers were not lining up for this. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. That was an education. I didn't realize that they microwave frozen eggs. That's what they do at Subway. In the morning when you get a Subway breakfast wrap with there, that's frozen scrambled eggs. Of course, they don't have a flat top. They have no way of even cooking them. So that's what you got to get. Yeah. I will take questions. I'm going to try, and when I do the review, I'm going to try not to look down, and because people will be guessing the score. And what I'm going to do is after I do it, I'm going to score it, write it down on a piece of paper, and then let you all guess and see how that goes. I also moved the chat screen over on this side. You know why? If you look in the back, guess who's in the back? Those posters? That's meat. That's real meat. I'm telling you right now. There you go. Here, I'll make it focus on it back there so y'all can see it. I'm real proud of that. I sat there all afternoon doing that. Oh, thank you for the thank you for the super chat, BCC Mighty Santa. I appreciate it. Now I'm a little blurry and you can see it back there because of its wide angle lens. The depth of field isn't really good. Let me flip this back over to me. Anyway, those are the two things. Yeah, gas station food, that's a big no-no. I mean, fried chicken, yeah, if it lays there 4 or 5 hours, I would run the risk because I like cold fried chicken anyway. I just do. But what else is going on? Has anybody noticed on Subway, have you ever tried to go on to their website and order food off your computer? Does it crash all the time? I can't, I have to order it with my phone. And maybe y'all don't do it. Maybe y'all are like living in a different century than me and don't know. I don't know. What else happened this week? Oh, I had it in my brain that I was going to get a 5090 to do my editing with because I use a 4090 right now. If you only are computer geeks out there, you know what I'm talking about. NVIDIA. And yeah, that was a joke. When I found out that Micro Center nationwide was allotted 233 units. Yeah, my chance of getting one of those and going to Micro Center was like a snowball, buddy. Not happening. You couldn't order them. I don't even think they had them. But yeah, Jacob, I don't have plans on doing crispy crunchy right now. It may be delicious, but there's one up the street from me. I went there to check on them. Of course, every time I go there, the chicken place is closed in the back, and it smelled like roadkill had died in front of that place. And I just like, I gotta go. I'm an anime girl. Do I look like an anime girl? Little Gojin, whatever. But no, that's meat. I love meat. I don't know. But anyway, that was my experience with that. That was kind of a letdown. But then my 4090 is plenty fast. Let's get on with this food review before this thing gets cold. We're going to start off. I'll give you a little bit of specs on it. They come in boxes like this. I've got an empty box over here. I'll show you that I'm going to use to set the tare on the scales with. Got a little stain in the bottom. That is about it. That is my tare setter. Anyway... and it's on the floor where I can't reach it. But let's move along with this. Okay, the prices. I got pepperoni. They come in 3 versions. You can get a cheese pizza for $6.19. You can get a pepperoni and cheese pizza, which is what I got today, for $7.39. And you can get a bacon cheese pizza for $7.48. And you can make it a meal by adding $4. Doesn't seem like much of a deal to me to get a meal like that, because a meal basically, you know, is a medium soda and a microscopic bag of potato chips. A non-starter there. Yeah, that's true. I might have a sketchy location that they're still talking about crispy crunchy, and we'll go on with that after I get the review. I'll probably not be answering too many questions because then, you know, my brain is only it's pretty much works on a binary thought process, easily interrupted and easily distracted. I also did a breakdown because, as we know, Subway has nutritional information in their Subway has weights in their nutritional information, if I could say that correctly. The one that I'm going to have tonight should weigh in at 10.97 ounces, just a shade less than 11 ounces, hopefully, anyway. Hopefully. I mean, they're pretty nice over there. I like my Subway. I was posing for selfies there when I did this. The cheese pizza weighs 10.3, a little about 10 and a little less than 10.5 ounces, and the bacon weighs 10.86. So whatever. The preliminary price breakdown for what I'm going to do today, and you got to remember this number, it is 67 cents an ounce. So if it comes out light, then I'm gonna get my Joe is Hungry calculator out, do a little bit of fuzzy cat math, and come up with the true price. These are just preliminaries. A cheese piece is 60 cents, a pepperoni 67, and a bacon is 69 cents an ounce. And the one that I'm going to get today is going to come out with 780 calories. How much sodium we got? Sodium is always a big issue. Sodium is not terrible on this. Sodium is 1.6 grams or 1,660 milligrams of sodium. And let me see what else. The dietary fat's only 29 grams. Not that terrible, consider it's a cheese pizza. And I saw them post. They get these things frozen. They don't put the cheese on. I thought they would put the cheese on it out of their supply for their sandwiches and the marinara sauce. No, marinara sauce, cheese. All they do is they microwave them, thaw them out, slap your topping on it, and put it in their little toaster oven. And so this is really, really nothing more than grocery store frozen pizza to start with. So that's where we're at with that. Anyway, I also spiked the temperature probe in it. I have to. This is a Joe's Hungry channel. We have to check the temperature right outside the door. I don't have a video of that because I don't have enough time to bring it back and put it on there. I don't have a videography crew. I am it, and I cannot get it and have it here for your live stream so you can actually see me plug these things for the temperatures. But anyway, and I mean, I did not expect the temperatures to be low because they snatched them out of the oven. The only downside is they can't cook 3 at a time, so they have to cook 1 or 2, let it sit, cook another one, let it sit, cook another one, and let it sit. But it came out 158.2 Fahrenheit and 70.1 centigrade for y'all up there. If anybody's in here in the chat, up in Canada or Europe. The second one is 150.4 and 65.8, and the third is 162 degrees Fahrenheit, 0.7, and the Celsius is 72.6 degrees. So they pass the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to go ahead. No, not bad. I mean, one thing I can say about them, this may be frozen pizza, whatever. It is cooked to order. They have no other way of doing it, and they have that big giant convection oven that they use, and they don't microwave it out front. But anyway, I just moved my scales, which throws off all my shot. Let's go to scale view and set the tare on the scales. How's that sound? Okay, you can see that I just moved it. There we go. Got to turn it on. This is my box. I showed it to you already. Let's set the box on the scales. And we are set 0 tare. All right, I have my first one. We're going to set that down on there. It comes in at 10.10 ounces. Let's change units on it. Let's see what the kilograms are. And 287 kilograms. All right, that's number 1. Number 2 weighs in at... Is that right? Exactly the same thing. 287 grams, 10.10 ounces. That's twice. I know I didn't pick the same one up and put it on there. I did not do that. 10.35 ounces. Let's see how many kilograms that is. 298. All right, so let's see what we got there. Okay, they're supposed to weigh in at 10.97 ounces. They weigh in at 10.10 ounces. I would like to say up front that the local employees here and the local franchisee has nothing to do with that. These things are pre-made, vacuum wrapped, just like you would get them out of your frozen dinner spot at the grocery store. And of course, obviously they're failing the weight test. But let's go ahead and get an average weight and break it down. 10.1 plus 10.1 plus 10.35 equals divided by 3. And that gives you an average weight of 10.18 ounces. I paid, what did I pay for this, guys? Oh, here we go. $7.38. That's what I paid. And divide that by, you see, this is what I go through when I'm shooting my videos. You just see none of this. So that's what it all takes. So we came up with a price of 72 cents an ounce as opposed to 67. I blame corporate for this. There is no reason for them to be failing a weight test. I mean, that doesn't even come up to the, one of them got up to the cheese weight, okay? So that's kind of disappointing. That's on Subway corporate. That is not on my local Subway. Those guys are trying to make their pizza just as best they can. So yeah, so that's disappointing. So I guess you want me to say the words. Today, Subway, you fail the Joe is Hungry weight test. Now, I didn't do the consistency because I can look at it and see that it's consistent enough. It's the consistent. This is how we check a consistency weight. We take the heaviest and the lightest, 0.35 minus 0.1. And let me see what the difference. Yeah, it can't be any more than an ounce difference, and they're fine. Yeah, they passed the consistency weight test because these are obviously machine made, and it is a shame that they. You know, I see this a lot. You know, even with Domino's, you know, they failed the weight test. I think they're actually downsizing the size of their food just a little bit to keep their profit margin from sinking. But they're not updating the nutritional information with their serving weights on it. And if they didn't have the serving weights on it, it renders their nutritional information meaningless because the weight is actually a function of what the calorie count is and everything like that. So today, you know, that's on corporate. Subway, if you're out there, I'm on to you. You shouldn't be doing your franchisees like that, but then you've always mistreated your franchisees, from what I know anyway. So we're gonna move on to the next thing. We're gonna have to, let me see, what else am I missing here? We're gonna have to show you what it looks like. Let's go ahead and check this out. Ooh, this doesn't look bad. Are you getting this? This is what it looks like, and this is what it is supposed to look like. Let me try something else here. I want to set it on the maybe my scale camera. I'll give you a better view. Okay, I count 8 slices of pepperoni on there, and over here I have 4. So is that enough pepperoni to make the difference in the weights? Probably not, because they're below their own serving weights. Remember, they're below their own cheese serving weights. Let me give you another shot of this. Here you go. There. How's that? That's what it looks like. And this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like. And this is what it actually looks like. One more time. This is what it looks like. And this is what Subway would have you believe it looks like. So, we've seen what it looks like. We saw how much it was. Even with them screwing us on the weight, 72 cents is about middle of the road these days for fast food. But I will say one thing, that pizza is probably one of the lowest food cost items for a restaurant there is. They have the biggest profit margin on that. So Subway, come on, you can do better than that. Anyway, so let's you know what? I cannot do the bite test without some Diet Coke here, and I have neglected to bring my Diet Coke. This is what we need to do. 1 second, please. I came prepared. Now, before you all start guessing the score, I'm going to take a few bites. Try not to plaster them across the screen. So I'm not going to look down because seeing your scores will affect what I'm going to do. And then when I decide what my number is, I'll write it down on a piece of paper. That way, I won't look at a score and it'll put a number in my head. So let's go ahead. I got to care. He didn't do a very good job at cutting these things in half. Let's bring out Old Faithful here. Okay, you need to bring Old Faithful out and finish cutting this all the way through the crust. He just cut it through the center. He has a rolly cutter. We don't use rolly cutters here, brother. We use a real knife. All right, let's go ahead and cut through this thing. I feel like I'm cutting through one of these frozen pizzas. Duh, that's because I am. This is a frozen pizza. Anyway, now it's getting time to the moment of truth, guys. It is the moment of truth. Because it is, well, let's say, it is sandwich pepperoni. Maybe I won't fault him too bad on that, but it's still, this pepperoni looks about the same size. I think that pepperoni looks about the same size, don't you? Yeah, I think that's sandwich pepperoni on there. I think that's sandwich pepperoni on there too. Anyway, is it time to do the thing? You can answer me. Is it time? How much was it? Oh, $7.38 a piece. I got 3 of them because we have to weigh 3 of them for consistency. We just have to. I mean, there's no other way of doing that. Unless you're getting Meat Mountain, and I didn't want to spend $45 on Meat Mountains. Is this Massey's Pizza? Who asked that? I can't believe that came from Twitch. The Twitch is going to ask me that. Ooh, somebody gave me a sub. I am so sorry for missing that. Curtis, thank you for the Prime sub for 2 months. Thank you, brother. It is much appreciated. Anyway, what else do I want to say about this? Does it look like it's photo? What do you think? Do you think it looks like the photo? It kind of looks like it. Permission to, do I have permission to do bite test engage? Good, because I'm doing it anyway. It is bite test engage. It is very salty. The marinara sauce has a very sharp taste to it. Not a real sweet marinara sauce at all. I like it that way. Could have used some more marinara sauce, that's for sure. I hate to show you something I bit off of, but I don't see a whole ton of sauce in there. No, zero floppiness. I mean, how could it be floppy? Well, you see, I got a little flop out of it by handling it that way. Not terrible. The crust is a little thick, and it's a little bit dry. For the Subway we're talking about. A lot of people don't like to eat the crust. I'm not one of them. Don't start sending them, don't start putting numbers on there and guessing it until I get it written down, so I can't change my number. We have to ensure that I remain honest. Let me take a couple more bites, and I'm going to give it a score, because I'm pretty much where I want to be with it. I can definitely taste the pepperoni, though. Man, I wonder if you can get that sandwich pepperoni any thinner. I really think he should have put more sandwich pepperoni on there. But he's just doing what he told. How long have I been waiting? Is Grady being critical here? No, I just got it right before I started the stream, and I had it in a heated case. No, it's not that. I had this midweek when it was fresh too. The bread, I like it. It's okay. It's got the little crunchy there around the edges. Dipping sauce would have worked on this, but I didn't get any dipping sauce. Thank you for the Prime sub, maybe a spoonful. Are we ready for me to give this thing a score? Let's see if anybody guesses it. I mean, really, this is what I expect from a cheap frozen pizza at Walmart. And you know something? Maybe even slightly better than, I covered it up. One bite. Reminiscent of One Bite. Birdshot, thank you for the sub. 5 months. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give this thing a score, so I can look down at the chat. It's not terrible. And he does make a point, it can make a little dry if you don't eat it right away. And I did have this middle of the week. That's where I got the empty box from. Okay, I've got my score. What do y'all think? I'll give you a few minutes. The One Bite, I quit watching his channel after like a year after that. Okay. The Fourth House, probably not a 3.9, because, you know, it is edible. You go below 5, oh, yeah, I forgot. I failed the weight test. Again. I will let them keep their score. I didn't trash can these guys. I did in my video for failing the weight test. All right, are we ready? I'm going to have to go. They need to get portion control under there. They need to squeeze off a little extra bacon. Subway, I'm going to have to go. 5.3. That is my number. This is my review. We are at the live stream, and this is the proof that I didn't change it. Ta-da! Anyway, put my autofocus back on. Take a few more bites. I like Dave Portnoy. I've watched literally hundreds of his reviews. My scale that I currently use in my videos is a derivative of his scale. Not exactly the same, but it is a derivative. So that's what I'm going to give. How many of y'all, maybe I need to start giving a prize for people who guess. What do you think? It was generous because I failed the weight test. I should have trash canned them, but you know, I didn't trash can Domino's for the same thing but 2 days ago. I agree. Maybe 5-3 was a little generous. But I've made the score, and like the Prez, once you make the score, you can't change it. It has to stay the same. Good guess, Fourth House. Michelin. I was closest. We were going to go to sixes. Yeah. You should get a Joe's wife review just to be sure. She does that. Portnoy's pizza that he sells to me is substandard for frozen pizza. It is. But like somebody else made in the chat, it was about maybe 35-40 minutes old, because I just went and got this before I started the stream. And Subway's like 3 blocks up the road. But so much for my diet today, man. That's 700 calories. Well, if I don't have to eat the whole thing, though. One more bite, and I'm going to stop eating. Oh, boy. I have made a mess out of my little platform here. Let me set it over here. I'll have dishes to clean tonight. So, what do we got going on in the chat? I had 153 people here. People are tending to show up for the thing. Oh, what are we going to do next week? I think I'm going to do their Oreo foot-long cookie. They just came out with that. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, on the score. Yeah. And doing my online reviews, it is a work in progress. Because I know how to do video reviews, or at least I think I do. I think that's anyway. Eat the whole thing, piggy, piggy. Grady. Girth. You like my Henya poster in the back? Yeah, I'm proud of it. I got 3 posters in there. Let me set the focus for back. Y'all see that? Yeah, those are my posters. I had the Arby's. I think I'm going to take that Arby's out of there, because it takes away from the posters, and try something else. Buck Strickland says, Joe, Jersey Mike's is really the king of sandwich fast food. They're pretty good. I would have argued that maybe there were some other people, but they're pretty good. They're just very pricey. But if you're going to give good stuff, you got to pay for it, I guess. I should open my own restaurant? I don't think so. You want to see me eat a crumble cookie once? I have thought about doing crumble cookies so many times, because there's one down in Marietta. I could roll down there and get them. They come out with a new crumble cookie every week. So, yeah. Jersey Mike's is okay. I like their stuff cooked on the grill. I like their cheesesteak. Yeah, that's good. And Jersey Mike's, you got to eat it right away or it'll dry out. Same way with this pizza. Really letting it sit any more than about 10 minutes, it's going to start drying out. And it is part of the way there already. Anyway. Get the mods in here. What's going on? You should do some Starbucks foods again. I came this close to doing Starbucks. I really did. They had, what was that thing? A falafel, of all things. And I ended up, was spared that. Something else came up that I could do. Yeah, crumble cookies look good, but I'll give that some thought, because right now I have no prospects for this week other than going to Panera, and I've been going everywhere but Panera. I even did the loaded chicken nuggets. Gosh, yeah, the falafel wrap, they still got it. It's good. Detroit keeps sending me want me to go eat that falafel wrap. I could do it. You think the crumble cookie review would be in the twos? I don't know if they're that. I've never had one. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea what crumble cookies does. Yeah. Shake Shack is all the way to Midtown Atlanta, too far to drive. 1,000 calories each for a crumble cookie. That's all the food I'm allowed to eat all day long. So if I did a review and ate one cookie, I couldn't eat nothing until the next day. Oh my God. That would be horrible. But anyway, I don't always let that stand in my way. Heck no. I have not been to Ray's Hamburgers. I haven't been to Roswell. I had a busy week this week. I was out of town a big part of the week. Had to go get some furniture out of the house we're selling. And that's where went and got poisoned at that Speedway eating. Who you got to be starving and have no place to go to eat at a Speedway gas station. Let me see. Crumble cookies. Do Starbucks? Don't listen to Buck. Do Starbucks? Don't listen to Buck. I just got here. What was the rating on the review? 5.3, sir. 5.3 for those of you who don't want to watch the instant replay. If there is an instant replay, you should try. Okay. There is no such thing, that guy. Don't start with the toilet thing. That's not something I want to even entertain. Overpriced, 1,000 calories of sugar each. Interesting. I've never had one. I almost went and did one, and then I don't feel like driving all the way to Marietta for cookies. Not a big fan of doing cookie reviews. I'm also not a fan of doing dipping sauce reviews. Popeyes has a new dipping sauce that has some sort of a liquor derivative or something like that. I'm going to skip over that. I'll take a vent. Yeah, Lent's coming. Lent's coming soon. You know what we're going to do when we go to Lent? I think everybody knows out there. We're going to Culver's. And I probably won't do a video on it because I've done 2 already. But the Northwoods Walleye. Everybody get him a Northwoods Walleye at Culver's in Lent. That is the sandwich. 9.0. 9.0. Yes, sir. Twice, by the way. Yeah, we're going to do Culver's Walleye. There's no question about it. I'll go there and eat one for sure. You know what I was thinking about doing for a live stream? I was thinking about going to Steak and Shake and getting a 7x7 burger, and then going to Burger King and getting making a 7x7 Whopper and doing a side-by-side on live for that. What do you think about that? The only problem is, I'm going to be driving all over the place getting them. Joe, you're running mid-rolls. Keep getting ads. I have no way of turning that off that I can see. I used to have a thing come up there and tell me that I had mid-rolls. I don't know. Let me see. Insert ad, delay ads. There you go. I hit the delay ad button. How's that? That's got us 10 more minutes of delaying the ad. Ooh, that's fancy. That's the YouTube plug-in there. I can just stop the mid-rolls. How's that doing for you? Are y'all getting mid-roll to death? Walleye was a 9, out of 9, 9.8. 9.8 went to Massey's Pizza, the pepperoni pizza. Yeah, 9.8. all day, and I've never changed it since. I've had it bunches of times. What's Buck doing? Is Buck being bad? Yep. Can you possibly stream on your phone while driving? I don't think so. I actually turned a stream on my phone one time. I had it up on a thing while I was driving, and not on YouTube, but on TikTok, and I got banned for a week for doing dangerous things. Whatever. I didn't see what Buck said. I think he got clipped. You know, it would be a cool video. That would be a cool video. Oh, what about chicken livers? That was really a high score also. Well, the chicken livers that I did was at Miller's Fried Chicken in Athens, Georgia, and they are awesome. My mod will tell you that, because before she went totally 100% vegetarian, she lived on those things. She loved them, and I did too. They were cooked correctly. Chicken livers need to be cooked really hot, and almost to the point of burning. So you really don't want to use the same oil you cook your chicken in, because it kind of screws your oil up. Yeah. Does Shadow Joe temp test his item? No, I temp test. Shadow Joe doesn't temp. Shadow Joe does the Sneakadoodle Bite. He comes in special for the Sneakadoodle Bite. I do everything else. He thinks he does the whole video. In his mind, he does. But I actually do 95% of the video, except the Sneakadoodle Bite. Shadow Joe does that. You saw me on TikTok? Let me tell you about TikTok. TikTok demonetizes 3 out of 4 of my videos I put up there. Now, I'll appeal it, and then they go and reverse the appeal a day later. But the problem is with that, when they demonetize it, they take it out of the For You queue, and nobody watches the video. So they basically quash about 3 out of 4 of my videos on there. So they're going to keep it up, and if my revenue drops down to next to nothing, we ain't doing it. What about chicken gizzards? Those, I'm not a chicken gizzard guy. I don't know how they are, Curtis. I don't know. Do the fast food places around you know your whole deal? Yeah, I knew. I just keep doing them. But I appreciate it. Twitch has been good to me. I appreciate the subs I got tonight and everything. And thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I've got a good mod. She's watching everything. That's an. Let me see. I'm gonna take questions here for a little while, and I usually only run my stream about an hour. That seems to be the best thing. I got a lot of people come on YouTube to see my live review. That's encouraging, so I'll keep doing that. So next week, let me tell you, next week is looking like the Oreo footlong at Subway again. What do y'all say about that, or do you want me to do that? Yeah, they shout. Yeah, they do that. Who knows whether they'll survive or not. We'll see what happens, because they get bought out or owned by another place. Maybe they'll change some of their stupid policies and fix some of their broken crap, because their crap is broken. I mean, what are you going to watch when you go on TikTok? Is you're going to see 20-year-old movies, clips of 20-year-old movies where they've slightly messed up the video on them so they won't get tagged, and that's what you see. Or you see Asian girls in skimpy clothes. That's pretty much what's on TikTok. And somebody trying to sell you something. That's TikTok. And Joe's Hungry videos. But they get demonetized. They demonetize it at 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's only one place you can check, and you have to check with your phone to see what they did. So they're really, really not coming right out and saying you're demonetized. I'll see if they fixed it yet, because it's been about 12 hours.
This is how bridges stay together.
Oh, they just restored my monetization. They always restore it, but it absolutely sinks the video. But yeah, it's basically a shadow ban. They want long format videos of high quality on TikTok, yet they slap me in the face for it. Don't get it. It just irritates the crap out of me. I'm not even going to go. And then the music they have. They have like 10,000 songs in their music library that you have to use their music. Otherwise, they're going to mute your video. went through those and I found about 25 tunes with a steady enough beat to stick in there. So if you watch the TikTok version of my videos, you'll notice that I'm using the same music over and over and over and over and over again because I don't have any choice. That's what they give me to work with. Do I like music? Do I like Imagine Dragons? I don't know who that is, and I do like music. Obviously, if you listen to my YouTube videos, you see that I do. You're gonna try the Mint Frosty? Leave me a comment and tell me what you think about it. Yeah, the crazy dancing TikTokers. Yeah, the ones that do the moonwalk and all that. Yeah, that's about all that's on there. That is about it. Soft porn, pirated movies, and moonwalkers. That's TikTok in a nutshell. Not that but I still don't think they have any right to kick them out. They need to let them stay because, let them stay as long as they send me a check. Yeah, I got my meat poster hung up. Yeah, I did that this afternoon. You want me to focus on it so you can see it? I'm proud of it. I keep focusing on it so you can see meat. You can see below meat is henna. And tell me the name of the one on the that's right next to meat. I don't have that in my brain right off the top of my head. Tell me that. Snuffy. That's Snuffy? Why didn't Snuffy put her name on it? Because she knows I'm not very bright sometimes. I love Snuffy too. I've actually chatted Snuffy before. They messed up the candied, Curtis, the candied bacon Frisco burger. Stone cold, underweight, and it's very expensive. Got it. So you can tell them, let them know that they're in the background. They're on the permanent display in the Joe is Hungry studio. They supplanted whoever I had up there. I think I had a Jimmy John's and something else up there. I got an Arby's. I want to take that Arby's out of there because that Arby's is like taking away from them. I got to put something else there. I wish I had a third poster. Maybe I need to go up on their merch site and get another poster and put it up there, and it'll even it out. Anyway, let me see what else we got going on here. Yeah, I watch YouTube all the time. I don't watch TikTok. I just go into TikTok and check and see how my videos did because they occasionally send me a little money for it and it helps out with the channel. That's the only reason I do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't put them on there because it's almost, putting that elevator music in my videos, I think takes away from my videos to do that. Skin sells. Yeah, skin does sell. A lot of perverts out there. Yep. Joe looking like a snack. Get me a sneakadoodle bite. I didn't do a sneakadoodle bite, did I? I should have done this. Shadow Joe is going to be peeved when he sees this. Don't tell Shadow Joe that I did this, okay? One sneakadoodle bite and one sneakadoodle bite only. Please don't tell him. I cannot. He is almost completely out of control. I swear to God. I swear to God. Sneakadoodle bite number 1. Tomatoey. I can taste a little bit of pepperoni. The crust has a slight amount of crispiness. Let me see. Now it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. Let's go ahead and give this the number that it truly deserves. And we already did that. That was 5.3. All right. Please don't tell Shadow Joe. He will be all over my butt. Oh, somebody's spamming me over here. Oh, first time chat. Bon Von. What's it? What are you writing me? War and Peace over here. Why that makes no sense. Why would I even do that? Why would I even do that? Anyway. I left a comment on TikTok video and it got flagged, so I appealed it, and 3 days later it was back. Yeah, that's TikTok for you, man. I try not to leave too many comments because I got this. They slapped my wrist a couple weeks ago for saying something that was completely innocuous. Shadow Joe watching right now, buddy. No, Shadow Joe is not. Shadow Joe is not watching. The only way he's gonna know is if one of you out there spill the beans on me. I mean, we're already on the edge of fighting again. You saw the last video, you know. I try to tell the man that his hair looks like crap, okay? And I was nice about it. And no, he loses it. No. And if you tell him, you're going to see a fight in the next video. Because he's a drama queen. He likes to bring it out in public for everybody to see it. It's embarrassing. Frankly, it's just embarrassing. Yeah. Somebody will spill the beans. You watch. I'm trusting you to keep the secret. 6.0. Hey, you should try Wing Snob. It's so good. I don't know what that is. You're telling me things I don't know. What's the beef between Shadow Joe? He wants to be me. He wants to be me. I'll put it right out there. He wants to take over the channel. He wants to do everything. And it just can't happen. It just can't happen. Hey, you came from Joe Bartolozzi. Joe Bartolozzi, happy birthday. Tell Joe Bartolozzi I said, go tell him to watch the video where I wished him happy birthday. Joe Bart is in Google Calendar. I don't miss that, okay? Joe Bart has done a lot for my channel. So did, and not to take away from Will Neff. I love Will Neff and all those in Emeru. Those are my people. Meat, I love meat. DR, $1.99. Thank you for the super chat. Wow, that is nice. DR, W super chat. Yeah, no snitches. Jimmy John's and Jersey Mike's for cold subs. The only thing that's bad about Jersey Mike's is they put a gallon of vinaigrette on it, which makes the bread soggy. Yeah, well, I mean, JJ's got completely different bread. It's French bread, completely different thing. Apples and oranges. I actually like Jersey Mike's vinaigrette all over it and sloppy wet. They don't put enough on there for me. The trick is to eat it right away. You're trying to figure out who's spamming? Too much spamming. There's very little here. Very little. Very little. I was just reading Curtis' comment about Jimmy John's versus Jersey Mike's. Who would I like better? I go either place. I can't really say I like one, and they both have different products. I like Jimmy John's bread. They're coming out with these wraps, and they're telling me they're going to have like a toaster oven like Subway. That is stupid. That's one of the stupidest things I heard. Stick with what you do well and keep it simple. Jimmy John's, I'm talking to you. That's what you need to do. Because I like your bread. And bring the Frenchie back. Please bring the Frenchie back. People ask me all the time, discontinue menu item, what would I bring back? The Frenchie. Do y'all remember the Frenchie? I did. That was the first thing I ever reviewed there at JJ. And it was pretty good. I liked it. Yeah, the same people that own the Subway own Jimmy John's. That would explain a lot about some of the things you're going to be seeing coming out of Jimmy John's. Have you heard about new KFC concept in Orlando? I did, but I cannot remember what it is right now. I do a lot of reading every morning about that. Rock, are we doing a song? No. Normal Joe is right here. Normal Joe, I run things. I am the boss of this channel. Big John, $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Do you have a Wingstop near you? Oh, yes, I do. I've got a Wingstop in Cartersville, actually, and they're not bad. Actually, I've actually reviewed them. I like them. First time chat. What do you think of pickle witches at JJ's? I'm not a fan of pickle witches. If you take a look on my YouTube channel, HCF_0, you will see that I did a review on the very thing you were asking about, the pickle witch. It was a mess. It was like a drippy, runny, nasty mess. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have a Wingstop? Yeah, Big John, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that, brother. On a scale 1 to 10, how hungry are you right now? Well, I just ate a pizza. 3.5. Okay. That helped. Calming rain music. Kyle Frazier. How you doing, Kyle? How's it good to see you here. Jacob, thank you. Runza with cheese smacks. Yeah. Half Demon. I love Half Demon. How are you been, dude? Joe Prime. I am Joe Prime. Don't forget the... Ooh! Ooh, I almost stopped this stream. I got mail, brother. Look what I got. Somebody sent me something in the mail. It don't get no better than that, does it? Who sent this? I have no idea who sent this. Well, Amazon. Hello. I'm a food reviewer, not a very observant guy sometimes. Yeah. Mail time. Mail call. Ooh, HCF_0. Thank you for your Prime sub, my friend. Yeah, wasn't that crazy about the Pickle Witch, but watch the video. I did a whole video on that, man. Those things they're almost as bad to handle as that Dominoes I just did. I mean, you couldn't see it. I edited it out pretty good. You couldn't see all the things that actually happened. Now, the big question is, do we just tear this open like a normal person would? Or do we use our special knife? Birdshot. I got to sharpen this. I got to get me a knife sharpener. You know, as a former meat cutter, we pride ourselves on being able to sharpen a knife with a stone. And I am no different. But it's been, you know how many years it's been since I've been a meat cutter? Let me clean this table up because I got to have a thing to, I don't want to get... All right. No, it is box opening time, but it's not a box. All right. Let's see what we got today. See what Joe has got. What? Another mystery thing. What in the world is this? Gain strength, fight stress, and preserve youth. Goji to go. Heaven Mountain. Dragon Herbs. Snack grade delicious herb grade serious. Ron Tea Gardens Dragon Herbs. They look like seeds. Like lichtenberries or wolfberries. I don't know what a wolfberry is. Here, I'll show you what I got today. And I have no idea who sent this. No idea. If you send me something, put a note in, man, so I can see. Do you see what these are? You see how they look like little seeds, something? See, let me see some nutritional facts. Serving size, 1 bag or 1 ounce. Nah, this weighs more than 1 ounce. Let's see how much this thing weighs. Oh, let's put it back where it belongs. Let's go down. I want to go to camera view, scales view. Let me center this thing back up again. All right. I got to set on grams. There. Damn. Damn, man. That's 1 ounce. It says 1 ounce. They got that down there. They pass. The Joe is hungry. How many books? Wait a second. Try rating it on the boomer scale. I don't know what the boomer scale is. Alter Gaming. Doming Rain Music probably sent it. Herbs from Shadow Joe's Universe probably. I've never heard of this. Do y'all know what this are? Berries from Strangers. I mean, it's vacuum sealed. I don't think it's fake. You want me to try one of these things and tell you what I think? Goji berries. You're right. They're good for you. Oh my God. Who knows what they are but my own mod. I feel like Caesar getting stabbed in the back here. Okay, guys. Here, I let things go. They're good if you like cranberries and stuff like that. So I got 1 yes, 2 yeses for me to try them. Let me flip over to regular view again. Let's take another look at them. That was cool. They weighed an ounce. I'm really happy about that. No marijuana warning, so it should be happy. Oh, I don't want to take any marijuana stuff. Not that I've never done that. Directions. Let me read the directions. Try. I got 2 or 3 people saying to try. And then we're probably going to call this a day. Premium grade that you can eat straight from the bag and fully enjoy. Just snack as you please. Chew them well. Each one or 2 handfuls, approximately 1 to 2 ounces each day. Add them to your diet by sprinkling them into your cereal, salads, and grains, vegetables, yogurt, soups, or baked goods like cookies and muffins. You can also brew them alone with other herbs and teas to make delicious hot cold beverages. And of course, my sister knows what these are. I'm going to try one. Just one. And I'll save the rest for you. Gotta be good for... Oh. Smelled like paint thinner there for a second. Gosh, what a... They're bitter. Let me get a couple more in there so I can get healthy. My face turned red. I saw it in the camera. Okay. Goji berries. Bitter. A little bit of sweetness. Sticks to your teeth. I guess I could give this thing a score. Allergic to sage, but you feel powerful. Y'all are killing me. That is funny. Not a very appealing taste. I guess it's something that grows on you. I'm going to have to go with about a 3.3 for us for a taste score. They're probably good for you. They'll probably make me grow up and be big and smart. Or now eat a lemon. I wish I had a lemon. I like lemons. I did not forget this Calming Rain music. Did you get these? Calming Rain, did you get these? Did you do this? Kyle says 2.3. I didn't like the taste. It's not something I'm going to probably keep eating. Maybe my wife will eat them. I doubt it. We'll give that a try. Anyway, anybody got any parting thoughts before I bail out of here tonight? I guess we'll be back 8 o'clock on next Saturday. You did this, Calming Rain? Do you like these? Give me your thoughts, Calming Rain. I want to know what your thoughts are. I'm looking down here. It shouldn't take too long for it to pop up in front of me. Ozempic, weight loss. Let me see where you're at, Birdshot. Update. 233.8 pounds, greater than... You're to 200.1? Congratulations. I didn't, Big John. I had no idea what they were going to taste like. I can see myself putting them on my cereal though, but I don't drink milk anymore, so that's a problem. Well, anyway, tell me what you think about him. I'm real proud of Birdshot. There, 200. You beat me. I weighed in. And my weight fluctuates. I was at 202.8 day before yesterday. For my boy AJ. Happy birthday, AJ. Hope you have a good one. You are a YouTube person. What's wrong with milk? Nothing. I love milk. But I'm on a diet, and milk adds a lot of fat and caloric intake. I'm not a milk hater. I'm not even allergic to it. But before I started losing weight, I was dropping a gallon every 5 days. Without making it easy, I'd buy 2-3 gallons at a time. Yeah, no, I'm not allergic to it or anything. I'm not a milk hater. I love milk. I'll still eat a little sour cream every once in a while. I love anything to do with cream. But yeah, Birdshot, you're ahead of me now, dude. We both started about the same weight too. I actually weighed a little more than that. I actually weighed 236 and change when I started. I'm at 202.8, but it's fluctuating up and down. This is not helping anything, believe me. Either one, fire truck, normal milk or chocolate, doesn't matter. I drink it all, but normal milk. At one time, what I was doing, you see, when there was a point in my life when I was very young at home, we had cows, and if you've ever had raw, unpasteurized milk, if you don't know, you don't know what you're missing. It is a completely different thing. Yeah, and so I would get cream, whipping cream, and pour it in my milk and cut it. That's how much yeah. And it kind of reminded me of what regular unpasteurized whole milk, unhomogenized and everything tastes like. It was great. The camera adds 5 pounds. Yeah, I don't know, man. I try not to watch my own videos. Hey, brother. How are you doing? My brother John is in the chat. I'm sure David's in here, but he doesn't type in messages. Anyway, are you affiliated? Yes, I am. The tier 1 dude. Yes, I'm affiliated. Absolutely. That's a question for Twitch. I'm affiliated. Thank you to Will Neff. Will Neff and Will Neff's people did that, and I appreciate that. Brother John. Any more questions before I skate for tonight? I've overstayed my hour welcome. A lot of people have shucked out of here. What do you think about? Tell me what you think. What do you think about doing a Oreo cookie footlong review next week? What do you think about that? Maybe if I have other choices, maybe I'll put that in a food poll or something, and we'll see. I'm glad you are. You need to. It's not as easy as it looks, and there's some people in chat here that'll tell you that. I'm not doing any Ozempic. I am just like devouring less food. Yeah, Will's great. I love him. He's in Japan right now, I think. What happened to the food polls? Oh, the food polls? When I have multiple things to choose from, I would do a food poll. If there's only one thing out there, it's kind of pointless to do a food poll. So the last 2 or 3 months, it has been some slim pickings, and that's why you haven't seen too many. Yeah, we'll do the food. We'll do the Oreo cookie next week. I got to make sure they don't run out of it, because they run out of crap down here all the time. But does Shadow Joe suck down the whole sandwich? Yeah. Shadow Joe is a glutton. A glutton, I tell you. Joe, can you say low taper fade? What? That doesn't make any sense. I've driven through Covington like about 1 trillion times. I used to live in in Augusta and commute all the way up here to Cartersville on a bi-weekly basis. So I know where Covington is. I haven't really stopped there. I just see the sign and like, phew, there's Covington as I go down I-20. I thank you very much for that, Brian. Who has the best burger? If you're going to go through a drive-through, go to Culver's. Food poll it. Well, I got to have a second choice. Haven't found anything. Twitchers all went to McDonald's for Pokemon cards. Really? What is it with Pokemon cards and Twitch? I don't understand that. Anyway, it is once again time to end my Saturday night live stream. I'm going to cut YouTube off first, and then I'll say goodbye to Twitch people. Y'all take care. Steak and egg, and get them. Also try steak and egg and cheese bagel from McDonald's. Okay. Well, look around. I was looking at off-menu stuff, but off-menu items are usually just you go there. They don't really have them. You just like add something to it and call it whatever. But anyway, Kyle, all y'all on YouTube, thank you for coming, and I will see you next Saturday night, or I'll see you in the next video. 8 o'clock, we're gonna, if I can get the Oreo cookies, I should be able to get them. Even if I have to go to Calhoun, I'm sure I could get them. Anyway, yeah, okay. Let me say goodbye to y'all, and I'm gonna turn around and say goodbye to Twitch.